Do you know who the biggest financial failure is? Not the bankrupt, but the one who dies with $2 million in their account. Look at Richard. He spent 45 years working 10 hours a day, driving a dilapidated car. He refused every trip to Europe or America with friends to accumulate $2.8 million. But just 2 years after retiring, a stroke took away his legs and his ability to enjoy life. Richard died at age 70 with a huge surplus. Society calls him successful. But in reality, Richard worked for free for the last 10 years of his life for a sum he never reached. That wasn't saving. It was a self-inflicted fraud. Today, I will show you how to die with zero balance. The most controversial yet smartest financial philosophy in the world. The utility curve paradox. Prove logically that saving too late is a mathematical error. Most people make a fatal mistake. They assume $10,000 at age 25 is worth the same as $10,000 at age 85. But in reality, the value of money is always tied to your body's ability to absorb pleasure. Imagine a graph with two intersecting lines, the money line going up and the health line going down. At age 25, you can spend $1,000 on economy class flights, hostile accommodation, and a 12-hour mountain climb. You extract 100% of the value of that money. At age 85, even if you had $100,000 to fly business class and stay in a 5-star hotel in Switzerland, you might just sit in the lobby drinking tea because your knees ache and your heart can't handle the altitude. The amount of money is the same, but the happy return has decreased by 90%. We live in a paradox. We spend our most productive years accumulating money for a future version of ourselves, someone who may not even be healthy enough to spend a penny of it. Saving for old age is necessary, but oversaving for old age means you're transferring assets from someone who can enjoy them to someone who can only use them to pay hospital bills. Memory dividends. Goal: break free from the guilt of spending money and turn experiences into an investment asset. The biggest mistake of those who follow extreme saving policies is treating money spent on experiences as a liability, money that's gone forever. But the die with zero philosophy redefines it. Experiences are an asset that generates profit. Let's call them memory dividends. When you spend $5,000 on a family trip when you're 30, this investment starts paying interest immediately. Interest at age 31, you smile when you look back at the photo on your desk. Interest at age 40, the whole family still reminisces about the funny story from that trip whenever they get together. Interest at age 70, that memory becomes the fuel that warms your soul when you can no longer travel far. If you wait until age 70 to take that trip, you not only risk your health, but also lose 40 years of memory profit. Economically, this is a terrible investment. You've delayed a potentially high-yielding asset. It's just to earn a few % of a bank interest rate. Memories are the only thing that doesn't inflate and can't be stolen. Investing in experiences early is how you increase your total happiness assets for a lifetime. Inheritance and a warm hand. Objective: to address the biggest psychological barrier, saving money for your children with a more realistic and humane perspective. Most people use the excuse of leaving an inheritance for their children to justify accumulating wealth until their last breath. But let's look at the harsh reality of the statistics. The average age at which someone receives an inheritance is 60. Ask yourself, what does a 60-year-old need $500,000 for? By then they're settled, their children are grown, and they're starting to face the same health issues you're facing now. Money is just an addition to their savings account. It won't change their life anymore. The die with zero philosophy offers a more powerful concept. Give money with a warm hand instead of a cold hand. The 30s boost. If you give your children $100,000 when they turn 30, it's enough money for them to buy their first home in a safe neighborhood, capital to start a business. While they're still full of enthusiasm or freedom to escape debt, at this age, that amount of money has the power to change the trajectory of a lifetime. It's the value of witnessing. When you give while you're alive, you get to see firsthand how your money creates happiness. You get to play with your grandchildren in the house you helped buy and see your children succeed thanks to the capital you gave them. It's a kind of spiritual profit that you'll be completely deprived of if you wait until you're in your coffin to transfer your assets. A legacy isn't a pile of money left behind after you're gone. A legacy is the positive impact you make on the people you love. while you're still present with them. Blump. Time buckets, strategy, and conclusion. Objective. To provide a tool for execution and leave a controversial thought that prompts immediate audience commentary. To avoid falling into Richard's trap, you can't use a superficial bucket list. You need time buckets. Divide your life into 5-year compartments. 30 to 35, 35 to 40, K, up to 90. Then, place your dreams in the correct compartment based on your health. Don't put climbing the Alps in the 75-year-old compartment. That's the compartment for writing a memoir or joining a book club. Don't put teaching your children survival skills in the 50-year-old compartment. By then, your children will be young adults and won't want to go camping with their parents anymore. The correct compartment should be 35 to 40. When you look at these time tanks, you'll realize a terrifying truth. You're running out of time far faster than your money. The decumulation phase strategy. At a certain point, usually between the ages of 45 and 55, your asset graph should start to decline. If your assets continue to grow after age 55, you're officially selling your life for numbers. You're running on an exercise machine that has long since reached the finish line, but you don't know how to press the stop button. Leaving a huge fortune to your children after death isn't love. It's laziness and selfishness on the part of parents. You're throwing a pile of money at them when they no longer need it, just to gain a false sense of security for yourself while you're alive. A truly loving father would choose to die with a zero balance. Don't be the richest person in the cemetery. Be the richest person in memory. I am your name, and I want you to be rich in life, not just in numbers. If you had to choose between giving your children $50,000 right now to start a business, or leaving them $500,000 when you're 80, which would you choose? Do you believe in the youthful boost or the old age inheritance? Leave your opinion. I'd like to know your perspective on inheritance. Be honest with yourself. If today were your last day, would the number in your bank account be a monument to experiences missed, or a perfect zero because you've lived every dollar you earned to the fullest? Are you hoarding money or hoarding regrets? Comment below zero if you agree that life is meant to be lived, not counted. Or if you find this philosophy too risky, let me know why. If you're tired of dry financial advice and want to find a way to manage your money that will truly make you happy and free, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. On this channel, we don't just learn how to make money, we learn how to master our lives through money. Don't miss the next video about next topic title.